Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of SK Diecast Talks. So, in today's episode, I have one of my all time favorite cars, a version of my all time favorite cars, which is the McLaren F1. So, in today's episode, we're going to take a look at this beautiful McLaren F1 GTR, the one that was in the 1996 Le Mans. So, for those of you who are new to my channel or haven't seen my previous videos, I had done a video of this exact same car in 1:18 scale made by Solido. So this is the car, and I'm going to put a link on the top right corner for you guys to take a look at that video. I've done a very detailed review of this car. So this is one of my all-time favorite models, and as you can see here, I have a few more McLarens. You have this one, the presentation car, plain body street car, and another Le Mans avatar of the F1 GTR. So let's take a quick look at this one. As usual, we will start with the box. So there's a very common color of MiniGT, the blue and gray. But one thing I love about MiniGT is that they put this car image really, really well on the front of the box. One of the reasons why I don't throw away any of the MiniGT boxes. On the left, we have the F1 McLaren written over there. I don't know why they missed the GTR tag here, but that's okay. And here it's Mini GT, and on the back it's the licensing as usual. You have the TSM hologram, the 24-hour Le Mans licensing, and then the McLaren licensing and all of that. And over here you have all the standard warnings. So now let's quickly get this car out of the box and take a look at how it is, how they've made it. There we go. This looks really nice. Wow. Take a look at that. They've made it really, really well. I'm just loving it. So, yeah, this is pretty much very, very accurate. I don't have a real car to compare this to, so obviously I'm going to do comparisons here and there with the 1:18 that's there in the background. So let's take a look at the left side first. I think they've got the details very, very accurately. So the Michelin on the tires, even the small Michelin logo that you see here with all the decals in place. I don't think they've missed out a single decal. All of it is right here. And the top decals also look very, very good. The UNO Clinic, the Le Mans decals over here, the powered by BMW, written very small, and the tiny little BMW logo, the Gulf branding on the spoiler. They've done this really well. So both the sides, I think, are pretty much the same. There's no difference between the left and right side. So let's take a look at the top view. So they've got everything really well. So including the tiny vents on this back fin that you see there. Rear view mirrors in place. The front looks really cool. Even the wiper is there, though it is a mold on the plastic that's there as the windshield. I just love the way they have done these headlights. So take a look at that. It's kind of three-dimensional. What they've done is they've actually done the glass on top of this. They have molded the headlight pattern onto the glass. Of course, it's not like that in real life, but it gives a really good effect, as you can see. So the 1:18 has a flat glass, obviously being a bigger scale, and they have the headlamp inserts inside that. But this has come out really well. I can actually see the headlamps looking as it should. So this is very innovative from MiniGT, the way they have done this. I think this is pretty cool. So the rear looks good. A few small inaccuracies over here, which could have been better. So one is all the exhaust pipes, they should have been, silver in color. So the real car had silver exhausts. And then the grill here, they've done a mesh grill kind of a thing. Actually, it's not a mesh grill. It's got vertical slots. Take a look at this. So this is how the actual grill is. So there are a lot of horizontal, sorry, not vertical. There are a lot of horizontal slots that you see there. So that is how the rear is supposed to be, with exhaust tips in silver. I've seen pictures of the real car as well, so that's how it looks. I think that's the only inaccuracy. If they had done that, I think this car would have been 100% accurate. But that said, I think the inserts have come out really well over here. The small decals, that's something that really amazes me. How they get these small decals done so well. So look at this one here, for example. If you take a look at it up close, it still gives you the details, right? So the Michelin logos here, all that is nice. So of course it's missing a few smaller details like the pilot lamps that are there in the actual car, and in the bigger scale model you can see here the pilot lamps that are there. So obviously that is missing here, but that's all right. That's not a very big thing. In a scale this small, I think it's very difficult to do what is there in the larger scales. But notwithstanding that, I think this model has come out very well. In fact, this is one of the best 1:64 models I've seen with this car. I have a couple of more of these. For example, these are the Hot Wheels ones, right? There are two of them. So this is the first one that came in the Gulf set that was released, the Car Culture Gulf set. So here they've got everything wrong. Hot Wheels got everything wrong in this. The stripes are the wrong color. The wheels are the wrong type of wheels. I think these look more like Ferrari wheels rather than the McLaren wheels. So they've got that wrong here. There's no Michelin written. There's just the logo. So they've got that wrong. The exhausts are split apart. It's actually 4 in a row with a very minor gap in between, as you can see here. So they have actually split the exhausts. So they've got everything pretty much wrong on this, including the color. And then came this one. This was a part of the British horsepower. I think, I'm not sure of the year of release. I think it was 3 years back or 2 years back or something like that. So here they've got a slight improvement. The stripes are in the right color. The decal work is kind of right, but everything else is wrong. They've got the wheels done a little better here on this one. And the numbers are wrong on both the cars, by the way. So there was no 3 or there was no 21 on these cars. It was always 33. So they've got that wrong as well. And here they've done the grills a little better on this, but take a look at the differences between these two castings, right? So I think this one has a much better tail lights done, and this one doesn't. But overall, if you take a look at it, Hot Wheels has got the colors wrong. It's neither here nor there. This is too light, this is too dark, and this is the correct color. So that's what it looks like. Hot Wheels also couldn't crack this really well. But yeah, the price point is different. It's a much more cheaper car, almost on the verge of toy. I'm sure the Hot Wheel lovers will hate me for saying that. So these are not exactly scale models. So thereby we should forgive them for that. And this one here is very, very beautifully done. So that's it for today's episode. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot for taking time to watch this video. Please do like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep this going. Thank you once again. Bye-bye.